Yo, today's a... It honestly seems like a perfect day to be outside. It's not too cloudy, not too sunny. It's probably windy, just from looking at it. Haven't really been outside today yet. Anyways, today's actually a very special day. I'm gonna be reviewing V Rising. I actually pretty much 100%ed the game. You know, I've killed Dracula every V Rising, like drink the blood from every V blood. The only thing I'm missing is the brutal difficulty. Wait a second. I didn't even know there was a brutal difficulty, if I'm honest. I just played the game, joined the server with a lot of people, since I figured that'd be more fun, you know, just socializing, helping people out. If I need, if you have any questions, I can just ask them. I realistically won't play it on brutal difficulty unless they like release like a big patch or something, add a lot of new things, new bosses. At that point, yeah, I'll probably play in brutal. Not really think of playing like another run, like anywhere recently. Actually beat the Immortal King or Dracula yesterday. I think it was Sunday or some shit. I don't remember. I don't even know what day it is. Anyways, I'm gonna try, when it comes to reviews, not to give a point score. I'm just gonna say if it's good, if I enjoyed my time, you know, quality of life changes I would add, shit like that. Simply because I believe in the long run, if I give point scores, it's just gonna be messy. You know, it's like IGN. They can't just give everything 7s and shit like that. Then when they don't, or they give like a good game like a lower score than another one, like it just becomes a whole mess. I don't really want that. Now, my review of the game, I'd say it's a simple game. I think everyone can probably play this and enjoy it to a certain extent. But I do believe there's like a... You know what? Let's get into the game, and then I'll show you guys. Alright, so I'm inside the game right now, and as you can see, I'm on top of the big throne. This is actually the one you get from defeating Dracula. Now, I actually, while playing, wrote down some things I disliked and things I liked. You know, quality of life changes I would want. So I'm probably just gonna make this video like cutting between those things. So, boom, let's start. Okay, so a positive I actually like a lot is the fact that your base is part of the road. So right now, someone could like be like farming here or whatever. They can see my base, and it's like it adds I forget the name, but it feels nice. It feels nice not only to see my base, but also, let's say, I think there's one like over here. Enemies fight each other. That's also nice. I personally enjoy that. It gives more life to the world. I should have probably prepared this before starting the recording, but it should be fine. No, things are dropped in the ground. It's a bit weird to see like so many things on the ground. However, you know, it's whatever. Not really that unimmersive for me, at least. But as you can see, at least in this zone, there's a lot of chaos. There's NPCs versus NPCs. While you're traveling, you can see it. No, you can be coming here to like hunt. Maybe it's already cleared by some NPCs. You save yourself some time. It's very lively in that terms. Like I do enjoy the world overall. It's like super lively. You know, I see here there's another castle. I could knock. If he's here, he can let me in or whatever. You know, but there's something about like having a home in the world that I really like enjoy a lot. That's a big plus for me in the game. And talking about your home, boom. Alright, so another thing I think this game does really well is making things look good. They look so good that they encourage you to decorate. I have zero talent in making things look good. And this game somehow, you know, like look at this. These I personally put them here. No, because I thought they looked good. They also give you a lot of decoration options. Like this seems like little, but if you click them, the things with like the squares on the top right, if you click them, they have like other options. So you can like customize them. You can make them L shape or whatever. There's pillar ornaments. For example, this thing I put here, that's a head. Then like I put the wings on the side because I thought it would look cool. Banners I put on the side. No, it's like I have zero talent in decorating. I have no idea like how something looks good. But because the game, just by placing walls and like floor, like even if I remove all the decoration aspects, the game will already look amazing. Because it's like that, it like encourages me to make it look like even better. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna make it look ugly realistically. You know, like a garden. Nice, I'd say. Uh, all these things you can interact with, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I don't know about this one. No. Music boss, in case you like a certain theme in the game. Horses. Before I continue with the house tour, or like things I like, let's talk about horses.
Bend to my will.
It's around the... Alright, let's get on. I think horses you get... Not here, it's around area 2, right? It's like nope. Subdue... Blood hunger. They could get it after, no? Fuck. I basically, when it comes to this area, I did the bosses a bit out of order, so I don't quite remember. But you get the bosses in the second area you go. So the map is split into areas. This is the first one. This is where everyone spawns, pretty much. The Dunley Farmlands is the second like area you go to. Then it's might be Cursed Forest, Gloom. After the second area, it's a bit weird because you go everywhere, hunt like a boss, then go back, shit like that. It's a bit confusing. Overall, I think this part of the game is fine. I do think you get the horse in the perfect time because you get it around the Dunley area, which is when you're gonna be like moving around a lot. You're gonna be exploring everything. You're gonna be like going to the mines, then like back. You know, I'd say that's pretty good. However, I think the bat form you get a bit too late. Because what the bat form does, it basically it's an upgrade to the horse. You can basically use it to like cross these things. Let me actually show you guys now that it's nighttime. So I can just use the bat form. There's a bit of a cooldown, and if they hit you, it stops. But with this, I can just go over everything. Let's say I want to go like over here. I can just fly there. No, it's basically much better than the horse. However, you get it so far in the game that I feel like its uses like decrease significantly. Because you get it around Lord Styx. I mean with Lord Styx, which is here. So when you get it, there's pretty much just the last bosses in the game. You know, the last 4 bosses, and it's like, I'd probably enjoy it more if I got this ability after, like, the Cursed Forest. Because then there's, like, a lot of uses for it. Okay, talking about castles. You can actually move your castle. There's this thing called a castle relocation heart, which is... What you do is you place it in another place, and then all the materials in your castle, walls, like this, all that, it's all put into a storage. Then you can place it in your new like plot, because different plots have like different sizes. For example, this is mine. This is another player's, another. Like they're all differently shaped. That's nice. However, I'd like it if there was a castle schematic type of a option where I can like save this castle like layout and then like put it in somewhere else. And yes, I understand this doesn't fit here. However, I'd be fine if the things that don't fit just get like cut out. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, you don't have to like rebuild it from zero. Like you don't have to like let's say move. You don't have to come here. No. Get all the books from here or the materials you have. Then like travel here, put them in a chest. You don't have to do all that, which is good. But you still have to build everything from scratch. It's annoying. Like this was only my second castle. The first one like was here. I probably spent like 6 or 7 hours just building this because things have a special. I don't think this one's do, but they have like special buffs, or if the floor matches. For example, there's treasury flooring, forge flooring, tailors, alchemy lab. If you put these floors in like an enclosed space, it gives like a special buff. For example, when it comes to the storage, it makes it so you can use your storage without the materials being in your inventory. So for example, let's go here. To make these weapons, I need dark silver ingot, reinforced plank, and a primal blood essence. I don't currently have that in my inventory, but I can still craft it because I have this floor, the special floor over there. However, if you go here, let's say I click this, I can't craft it. Isn't it weird? So that floor makes it so I can like craft like weapons and armor from everywhere. Like for example, the armor is here. However, let's say I want to craft this armor. I need ghost yarn. How do I get ghost yarn? Okay, so with this, so I need cotton yarn, wool thread, and ghost shroom. Okay, I should have wool yarn in my in a chest. I'm pretty sure I have it in the chest. But I can't click here to get it. So what I have to do is I have to go over here, which by the way, before I didn't have the teleport. This one I don't have specifically, but I would have to get it from here. And before I had the teleport, I had to do this. And then like put it here. By the way, look, I have to put it here, and now it does it. That's annoying. Like just that was only one time. You pretty much do this like 30 times just to move materials back and forth. It'd be a nice quality of life if there was like a button here or something which I can click, and it goes there directly from the storage to here, so you don't have to run like all over, like back and forth. That's something I would change, something I don't have fun of it. I am recording this, right? Yep, gotta make sure. Okay, back to the storage. Another quality of life I wrote while playing would be that maybe if I'm here and I'm in the place for storage, I could just open my inventory and there was like another one which was like AoE send. For example, this wood, I have wood here, right? Yes. Instead of having to come here and then like click here and then do that like for every material, you know, I have this, okay. Then put this here. Instead of doing that, maybe in AoE, where I just click, let's say a button here, and all the materials just go automatically without me having to like go one by one. That's another like quality of life I think would be good. I just realized I completely forgot about to talk about gear level. So gear has levels. For example, as you can see with the on the top left, it says 9 level. So all of these I'm pretty sure are added up overall. Or I think it was. Anyways, they're all added and then you get like a final level. If you're under a certain level, what happens is you take extra damage. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that because, for example, certain armor, I think it was level 7 armor. Yeah, there's only level 7 armor, that's this. This is the only level 7 armor in the game. So let's say you're level 7, you're pretty much stuck with this armor. You could have had a, let's say, a spell build. Well, this, from now on, you're going a movement speed build. Why? Because you have to level up. Even though this, in theory, should be better, because it gives you less spell cooldown and spell leech, which means you get life for the spell damage. Even though it should be better, it's not. Just because of that level thing. I'm not a fan of this. You're forcing someone to get a downgrade because it's actually an upgrade. You know what I mean? Like, statistically, they should be better. However, this one's better just because the level is higher. And the level is lower, it's like a 25% more damage or something you do. Or deal to like enemies. It's annoying. I'd remove that. It was like one of the big negatives I found in the game. Didn't like it at all. So here we have the first problem. So I'm crafting a greatsword and it takes like 40 seconds. Why? Why does it take so long? The reason would be because there's like a PvP in the game, I guess. There's certain servers which have like PvP enabled. So I guess in that case it would make sense to have like these time elongating like features. However, even if there's PvP in the game, I'm inside of my castle right now, and realistically, the only reason I would come here and like craft a weapon is because I'm in peace. There's no one attacking. There's no one like. It's just a useless like time wasting method, I feel like. Let's use this. And that's not even mine, like the thing I was going to talk about. So all weapons, so let's say it like this. This is a normal sword. Oh no, this is the great sword. This is a normal iron sword. Ah, fuck, you guys saw it, right? Too bad. This one gives you 13.8 physical power. They're both iron, they're both the same. How much do you think the greatsword gives in terms of physical power? Because a greatsword is much bigger, you know, in every game, in every like scenario, they should give more stats because they need to deal more damage, right? It's the same. The only thing the greatsword gives that the greatsword better than the normal sword, I'd say it's the range. Actually, does it even have this more range? Yeah, there's slightly more range. However, because they give the same stats, the only difference is abilities, which is the main like way you build your character, I guess you would call it. So the normal sword does 35, 40% of I'm guessing the physical power. Yeah, so let's remove this. And the greatsword does 70, 70, 80. So you think, okay, so even if the both of them give the same physical power, the greatsword should be better, right? However, if you look at the cast times, it's 0.2 seconds and 0.5. That means I can get two 35%, which is 70, right? However, every like 3 or 4 attacks, I get another extra more than the greatsword, right? Because of the 0.2, there's like 0.1 missing, so the next one I can get it. So the faster you attack, I would actually get more damage from the iron sword, the normal one. Not only that, but because it's faster, I can also get attacks, dodge. Something that would be harder for this one. I like big weapons. I'm not gonna lie, I like them. This is disappointing. I basically only used the greatsword when it was like the only upgrade I could have. Because thing is, for a lot of the weapons, you either earn them by killing the bosses. For example, the greatsword you get by killing one of the bosses, or they have something called a study. For example, here, which what you do is you get paper, which you can craft or kill to loot, and then you use it to discover other things like weapons, you know, armor, shit like that. You don't choose what you unlock, by the way, it's random. So I already like did 100% of everything, so I can't really show you. But let's say there was nothing here. Let's cover it up. If I click this cover, I could get this, I could get this, I could get anything. I don't choose. So so that's why I have the the greatsword. Yeah, these two are like the best weapons I have, and that's because I got lucky and I killed someone who gave it to me. It's not because it's better, it's just what I have. That's a disappointment. like I wanna use the greatsword. That's my only complaint. I wanna use it, but it feels lazy. It's same with the armors. I'm pretty sure. In terms of attributes, a lot of them give the same thing. The endgame armor does have some differences. Like this one gives critical chance, but overall they're all pretty much the same, I'd say. The rings or amulets, the attributes they give, except for these ones, which are like the last 5 endgame bosses, which give like this special amulet. All of them give pretty much the same stats in terms of more spell power, and that's it. I think they all just give more spell power. I do have like an extra one here. Let's see. Yeah, more spell power and maybe one extra thing. But as you can see, it's not enough difference, in my opinion, to build up a character. Now, I'm not asking for PoE type, you know, a giant skill tree that lets you like customize everything. I'm not asking for that. But at the current like level, I don't think it's there's enough to make your character feel unique. There's not enough to like play the game again, but with another build. That's my first thing I dislike about the game. Alright, I think it's about time I get my final thoughts on the game. I don't want to make this overly long for no reason. I recommend it. Unlike I'd say games like PoE and Dragon's Dogma, those type of games which are either hit or miss, I think most people would enjoy this. It's pretty casual, pretty normal. There's nothing like too complicated. You know, you just fight the bosses, then if they give you anything to like build, you build it. If they give you anything to like craft, you craft it. You know, a higher level means better, not too much thinking there. Yeah, I think that's it. I enjoyed my time. If there's like a big enough expansion, I will try it again in brutal difficulty. To end this video, I did record the last boss fight. versus Dracula, the Immortal King. Ooh, I did record this, so I'm probably gonna put this after this. Do leave your opinion on the description, not description, on the comments, if you like this type of video more, or if instead you just like me to get into the game, explain my thoughts all in one go, no cuts, no anything. I can also do that. Peace. During the video, I'm pretty sure I didn't really talk about a lot or show combat, and that's because I wanted to show the most cinematic or the best fight, which I think is Dracula, the last boss. That's why while I was doing it, I actually recorded every attempt, even the one I did the best at, which I'm going to show you right now.
Strengthens me. Hail. So it shall be. Beautiful show.
An uninvited guest. Welcome to my realm of eternal night. My blood pulses within you.
I
No
will
matter. It will only serve my victorious return. There is no escape from fate. Kneel and die. A vortex of blood where all things end. No mercy for the weak. Darkness comes to claim you. Kneel to my dominion. Run, little weakling. You are a shadow, an imitation. This is what it means to be king. Kneel to my dominion. Flee from your inevitable demise. No mercy for the weak. Fall like so many others. This is the end! I am the harbinger of your demise. I am the ghost of your fears. Feed my hunger. Your fate is sealed. The ground weeps sanguine tears. Death is my ally. This is beyond. No! Impossible! Defeated. power. There could be no other way.
I welcome you. Calamine, apathetic. New knowledge acquired.
Hope you liked the video. It's actually the first time I'm like making a lot of cuts. Apart from that, I think the last time was like with the Pokemon Direct. I'm still not like super good at this. Hopefully, you know, it came out good. Do let me know if you prefer like these like super cut type of videos, or the usual what's this? I must have bit myself. Or the usual like me just talking for a pretty long period of time about like what I like, what I don't, without any cutting, you know, just raw, unfiltered talking. I don't know. Review, I guess. Peace. Do like and subscribe, all that.